park with our friends.
Elise just came up to me and said, Mom, can I vlog? So I guess she was excited to get the camera out. But we came out to a park with our friends this morning, which is always nice. The weather has been gorgeous in Kansas City lately.
Oh, there's a butterfly.
On me? Oh, there it was. There it is. There's the butterfly. That's a moth. There was a moth on Mommy, huh? You guys doing okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? I mean, who needs a double stroller? They just cozy up. Check out my view. This is so cute. Yeah. All right, do you guys want to see something disgusting? Here in Missouri, we have a kind of bug that's called a cicada, and they make this really loud noise. You want to hear it? That's the sound of a cicada. And then they die. They live like a super short amount of time, and when they die, they leave these shells that are so creepy looking. All right, so they're all along here. I wonder why they are in a perfect line like that. Anyway, so then here you can see them. They're all along here. Ooh, who wants to hold a cicada shell?
Hold it. Ew, 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 ew. Hold it. Hold it. No. Hold it.
Yuck.
Then have a really loud...
What do you think of that? Don't touch me with it. No. This is not a funny game.
I got 2.
You got 2 of them?
Oh, do they do that?
3.
I love that the kids are brave enough to touch them. I should probably do it. I'm going to try. I'm going to show the kids that this is... Here, okay, put it in my hand. I'm going to... Oh, not that one. That one looks extra gross. Okay, I'll try it.
It's so light, right?
Okay, wait, guys, look at it. Can you see the different parts of it? Here's my question. If you were here, would you hold the cicada shell or would you not? Let me know.
First I was scared and then I was not scared.
Yeah, I'm glad you're getting used to them. Do you want to draw a picture of it when we get home?
Sure.
What'd you say, Cubby?
What happened to my thumb toe, Mom?
Do you have a thumb toe?
Yeah.
Which one's your thumb toe? That's a good name for it. Is there something poking in it?
No.
Yeah. We'll wash your feet when we get home, okay? All right, so it's quiet time and Caleb and Laura are asleep. I'm so grateful for that. And I just finished some reading time with Elise, and Isaac did some of his independent reading. And anyway, we haven't officially started school yet. I had thought that we might have already started at this point, but with all of our travels this summer, it really threw out kind of like the routines and the structure and the function of the flow, I guess, of our home. And so I decided that we really needed this week to get back into the routines of like getting up in the morning and doing chores and having scripture time and morning family devotions and habit training and things like that. And so I'm really, really glad. Shh, the kids are sleeping. Anyway, I'm really, really glad that we didn't dive straight into school. Like, it has been so healing for our family to have this time to just be getting our feet under us again. And I'm getting excited to start school next week. Like, getting back into even just a little bit of our routines just feels good. It's amazing how good routines can feel in life. So anyway, and now I'm going to take a nap. So Isaac's being the nicest big brother and listening to Elise do her reading practice.
And? No. What's that? Yeah, and then? Hand.
That's it. Well, everybody's awake from quiet time and naps, and so we're headed outside. It's the time of year when, really, we're outside every moment we can get. Oh, but I gotta keep this door shut. Did you guys see on Periscope last night? A cricket got in our house, and it was so loud. Anyway, we couldn't sleep, and so we killed a cricket on Periscope last night.
I hear cicadas.
You hear the cicadas? They are so loud.
But cute.
The cicadas are so loud. You think they're cute? You crazy pants.
It's nature. It's nature. It's cute.
Well, I had several court hearings today, but I'm home and I'm just playing with the kids outside while Kendra is making dinner.
It is high time for these boys to get haircuts. Isaac has been wanting to grow it out to look like a football player, but he has finally consented to having it cut because he doesn't like how sweaty it gets him anymore. So we're gonna cut Isaac and Caleb's hair. I almost was going to have Jeremy cut my hair. He's done it before, like just like trim the bottom to even things up, but then I chickened out.
When we do haircuts with the kids, we let them have suckers. It's a sticky thing, but we know we're already gonna be cleaning them up anyway, and it gets them to sit still during the haircut.
And it's quite the treat. Like, we don't usually do suckers because I hate stickiness. I don't know, has Laura ever had a sucker?
I don't know. How's your sucker, Miss Laura?
It's strawberry and watermelon.
Okay, you ready? Lay down. Lay down. Alright, well that was harder than usual. I had a rough time blending the edges, but let me show you how it turned out. Alright, can I show them the back of your head? Keep your head still. There it is. Don't smile at me. Don't smile at me. Remember, he wanted a buzz, and so the compromise was a short haircut, but I just had a really hard time blending the sides. Alright, is it your turn?
Yeah.
Excited for your haircut?
Yeah.
Does it tickle a little bit?
Yeah, it does.
Kobe, you gotta hold your head this way.
She's off. So tonight I'm just thinking a lot about an article that Kendra and I read yesterday, and it talked about how the interactions that a husband and wife have and the relationship that they have, how much that impacts the kids in the family. And I think back to when I was a kid. I remember before my parents got divorced that if they weren't getting along, we could feel it in the family. And I just think of how crazy that is, that that's a responsibility that I have on my shoulders now. That the way that I talk to Kendra, the way that I listen, the way we interact, it's so important. One of my favorite quotes is, "Live life for no regrets." And I know that a lot of times that's associated with like going skydiving or being crazy and spontaneous. But for me, when I think of not having regrets, the most important area is my family. You know, when I'm 88 years old and I look back, I don't want to regret how I was as a father. I don't want to regret how I was as a spouse. And I know that there's going to be regrets along the way. But right now, reading that article and thinking about this, it makes me want to do better at giving love freely. I want to do better at listening and being respectful and having the positive interactions to protect the atmosphere of our home for our kids. So I've just been thinking a lot about that. Thanks so much for listening to our thoughts and watching and being a piece of our family. Hope you have a wonderful night. jhouse out.
Like this, like the other one.
Whoa. Daddy's home from work.